Hi, Coach Tom Avery coming to you from Naples, Florida at the Consistent Tennis Wins Academy. Today's lesson is on how to get topspin with your one-handed backhand. So stay tuned. Okay, many players find it easy to get topspin with their forehands, but much tougher for them with their backhand. What's the reason? Well, with a forehand, you can let the racket head drop. And you could actually hit the ball with your wrist in this position and still hit a decent forehand. But on the backhand side, that's going to be a tough thing to drop the racket down like this on a waist high or lower ball. Let's say the ball's in between waist high and knee high. If you drop the racket head down like this, you're putting the wrist in an awkward position and you'll tend to scoop the ball, so it's hard to get some topspin. Now, what's the cure? You have to bend more on the one-handed backhand. You've got to use those quads. You got to use the knees. You got to get low. You got to get your rear end down. So it's more about getting low with the legs so you can make contact with the racket pretty much in this position. You don't want to be standing straight-legged and just think you can drop the racket head down to get that topspin. As I said, on the forehand, you can get away with that, but not on the one-handed backhand. You've got to use the legs. So I like to use the chair and just think of bending enough so you're dropping your rear end down into the chair. So you see the ball, okay, you turn, you're getting ready to hit. Right here is where you're going to use those quads, use those knees to get down low. Then you're going to come back up out of the chair as you hit the ball. With topspin, you always want your legs lifting, coming back up. That way your racket and your body are in sync. So in other words, if I was hitting the ball over there, I turn. Now as my racket drops, the body's dropping down. The knees are bending, the rear end's going down. So I'm bending. See how the racket and body are moving together. And then I'm going to come back up and forward, and the body's doing the same thing. So the other key point you want to keep in mind is you have to hit the ball out in front. Okay, so on a one-handed backhand, you want to hit the ball a good foot to 1.5 feet in front of your lead foot. Okay, so you've got to get the ball out in front, and right there, my racket's a good foot to 1.5 feet out in front of my lead foot. And the hitting arm is fully extended. This is another thing that's key for topspin, because if you don't hit it out in front, you're not going to be coming from that low angle and swinging upward. You can't hit it back here. You want to get it out there, out in front. A good foot to 1.5 feet in front of the lead foot. So let me demo that shot for you. I'll show you some of the finer points in slow motion. Okay, watch here in slow motion, and you'll see how I use the legs to get down in the chair. Okay, right there, see the rear end is down. I'm using the legs, the knees, the quads. Now I'm going to lift into the shot. You might remember the racket is moving from low to high, and you want your body doing the same thing. Okay, the racket is high now, the body is high. I'm lifting, I'm almost off the ground. This lifting action is what gives you depth of shot, it gives you more power, and it gives you safer net clearance. Okay, again in slow motion from the side here, I want you to take a look at the low to high swing and the contact point. Okay, right here, this ball is bouncing a little high, so I don't have to get the racket down, but right there, it's below the ball, boom. At the moment of contact, notice the hitting arm is fully extended. And the contact point here is a good foot to a foot and a half out in front of my lead foot. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Remember those two key points. Use the legs, the quads, the knees to get low. Lift like you're lifting out of a chair when you hit the ball, and hit it out in front. And you're going to see some nice improvement with your topspin. Please hit the like button. That helps me a lot. Subscribe to the channel. Post any questions or comments below. If you want my free backhand course, check the link over here to your right. I also have a free serve and a free forehand course. Check the description box below. All the best and happy backhands. Take care.